I think these are natural wines. I think Los Jarras are natural wines because it's got a little bit of funk to it, right? Like in the smell.
Yeah.
It's not like normally I get a little burn tingle in the back of my throat, but
Yeah.
this isn't
All right,
it.
so the whole thing with natural wines versus other commercial wineries, correct me if I'm wrong, they put something in there to kill the yeast off, right?
Most wines do.
Most wines do.
Yeah, like sulfur or
Yeah.
something.
If you inoculate with, well, you actually do it with other yeasts. So if you have like a commercial yeast, you like take over because it's almost like an army in a way. Like if the native yeasts start out small when you first go to the winery, they can get bigger as it goes on if you just leave it alone. But then if you put the commercial yeast in early, then you're overloading it, and they're like, we're gonna kill off whatever else is in here because we're gonna take all the food. So yeah.
Versus their natural wines using natural yeast or they're not using sulfates or whatever.
Yeah.
It's kind of like if you leave wine alone, it will ferment. Like you have that little like whitish look to the grape skins. It's like there's already something growing on the outside that's like, I want those sugars, I want all that goodness in there, and then once you press, it'll get in there.
Because I mean, it's kind of like with beer. I mean, you could naturally ferment beer if you wanted
you
to.
just leave it open.
Yeah.
The same thing as making sourdough bread. It's the same thing. There's yeast and bacteria in the air, and just let it do its thing.
You can get some funk, but if you keep everything nice and clean, and then if your yeasts are like producing desirable flavors, because there's a bunch of different yeasts that are around, if you find that the dominant one is like desirable, then you can just say, hey, we'll leave this alone. If it's not desirable and it's going to produce that barnyard funky.
Sorry, I'm getting good.
He's trying to get that mic up near your face.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, when we were messing with beer, we had some stuff that we were using some of the funkier yeasts out there, and then we ended up with some basically I mean, it straight up tasted like malt vinegar.
Yeah, but then a lot of like the funky yeast, like Brettanomyces and some of the bacteria stuff, it eats up more sugar than like a normal commercial, which could be why like this one's. You mentioned like the sugar's all gone. I'm wondering if that's part of it, right? Like it's just kind of eating up everything that's in there. But I don't know.
You do increase the alcohol to like when you do that, but it depends. You have to balance everything out.